boot it up. Gonna see if we can get it to work. Not quite sure what's going on. Oh, I think we got YouTube. YouTube now should be up and live. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hi everyone. Oh my gosh, it's been a long time. Let me know how bad is the delay. Because I'm having some latency issues trying to make sure that, because I'm trying to do this in 4K. So do this in 4K and see if my mic and everything's connecting. Say hi if you're here, just so I know that something's working. I can see there's 9 people watching, which is fantastic. But yeah, say hi so I can just make sure that things are working properly. I would really appreciate that. Gotta see. Okay, yeah. Say hello, please. Someone say hi on either Twitch or YouTube or Facebook. So, yeah, guys, I just wanted to jump on for a little bit, to sharpen my streaming skills. I would like to stream a lot more. So, while I am waiting, just for people to kind of roll in, again, say hi. And looks like we have most people on Facebook watching. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting people in. Seems to work just delayed. Oh, I got to figure that out. A lot of this today, when I start, I will be making some adjustments, obviously, because I don't know how to... oh, there we go. Now we got YouTube. Okay, good. Okay, so we know people can hear me. It's a little delayed. That's just going to be something I'm going to have to figure out on my own. I have the sync offset, but it may not be enough. I can try to delay it even more. Just let me know if any of this helps as I'm changing stuff. Sorry guys, this is gonna be, I'm like rusty, you know? I'm just rusty. Guys, so I wanted to do a live stream because A, it's been a long time, but B, there is a new Vray. I know, I'm a Redshift guy myself, but new Vray came out 5.0 for cinema, and I've been playing with it a little bit. And I have to say, it's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. So I wanted to just jump into cinema today. It's been a while. Play with the new Vray. And you guys can go get it, the beta version, for free and play with it. If you want to hang out, let me just pull up the window. Let's see here. Boom. All right. There you go. Vray 5 for Cinema 4D. And yeah, you just join the beta. Give it a shot. Play with it. Learn it. I've actually seen a lot of people enjoying it. Visuals are delayed. Oh, the visuals are delayed. Why don't I use Maya? I've used Maya in the past. I just am comfortable in cinema. It's one of those things where it's whatever you're comfortable in. I've actually been using a lot of Houdini as well. So I've been in Houdini for a long time, and I didn't want to teach any Houdini stuff till I got really good, but apparently it takes years and years to get really good. And so it's hard for me to teach any Houdini stuff because anyone that knows Houdini will watch what I'm doing and be like, you're doing it wrong. But I've been using Houdini a lot. And Vray 5 is also for Maya. I heard it's really good in 3ds Max. And it's really good in Houdini, Maya. Yeah. So I wanted to play with it today in Cinema because you know me, I'm a Cinema 4D Houdini guy. So yeah, guys, and just wanted to hang out and chat with you guys, kind of let you know what's going on, a little updates. I have been working on updating my course. If you're a part of the VFX Crash Course, if you go to VFXCentral.net, now it's connected to VFX Crash Course. I've said this before, but anyway, if you go to my courses, let's see if this will bring it up. I have a lot of things going at once, so we'll see if this works. Okay, so you'll see there's the Crash Course. Oh, and I have an After Effects course coming out. So those of you that are staying in After Effects, I am getting really far with this one. I really wanted to do something for After Effects users because I had a lot of people want to learn some tricks and tips and keying and stuff in After Effects. So you create an environment. This is for beginners, which is great. So if you're just getting into VFX, this After Effects course is going to be awesome. This one I've still been working on. I've had to just delay it because I want it to be right. And later we're going to have a filmmaker VFX. So if you're a filmmaker and you want to make your $100 budget look like a $100,000 budget, that one's going to be for you. Cool, guys. Okay. So yeah, go check that out. We have products here, you know, all that good stuff. So yeah, we're going to talk about Vray for C4D. So I've been really impressed with it. I saw that Ash Thorpe has been using it. If you guys know who Ash Thorpe is, and he also was like, oh, this is pretty awesome. I've seen a couple guys, other artists that are like loving it. So I went and downloaded it, and I'm like, give it a shot. So it does use GPU, which is super cool, which we love, and CPU. So it's a great overall thing. So let's look at some key features. Some built-in compositing. So something cool is they have this light mix. When you render something out, you can just light mixing, and it's almost like you're doing light passes, like where you're just like setting up, like you render out like, here's the sunlight, here's the ambient. So they have this thing called light mix, and when you're rendering, you can turn lights off and on, and it's awesome, really cool. He's asking if I worked on blockbusters. No, I haven't. I know, I get that. I get asked a lot. Worked with a lot of people that worked on blockbusters, but no. And I've wanted to talk about this too. Maybe I'll put it here. So sometimes, because I live in Utah, I don't live in LA, and I've worked on, I guess, Hallmark movies, which has been fun as a digital matte painter, compositor, which is awesome and fun. But I haven't worked on any big movies. And it's because I'm not really willing to move out of Utah. That's the truth. Utah is awesome. Economy here is great. I get paid pretty well for doing what I love, which is doing VFX for other companies. So I like to stay here. It's a different way of doing visual effects, but and I feel like I have a lot of creativity. So a lot of freedom, a lot of creativity. So I like my setup. And I have enough friends complain to me about working on big features. They're like, you're not missing out. So I am not feeling too bad about that. Guys, is the delay still awful? How bad is it? Has it gotten better or worse? Yeah, camera is lagging. Okay. I'm going to try to add even more delay to my audio settings. Let me know if this helps. Does it help? Let me know. If any of you have worked on any blockbusters, any big movies, let me know. I want to know what you guys have worked on. I love meeting other artists. I even want to start talking to more artists again and do live streams with them because there's just so many talented people out there. Yeah. So this is fun. We're gonna just play in Vray for just a bit. Don't have tons of time because now I am a dad and I have a bunch of other work to do. But let's play in Cinema. Okay, so let me switch the screens. There we go. So yeah, the new installation also for Vray is awesome. It's super, super easy. and it's really fast. So yeah, now it will come in like this. And one thing you can do is when you customize your, come on here and you do customize palettes, I like to actually tear this thing off and put it, wherever I want. I'm going to delete that one. But yeah, you come up here and undock this, and then we could, oh my goodness, I'm doing this wrong. Basically just plug it into wherever we want, which is super cool. So I've already gone ahead and done that. So I'm going to just close this and go to customize. And I have my layout, which is my Vray layout. Oh boy, there we go. Cool. It's a 10-second delay. Whoa, my audio is super lagging. We got to figure that out. Okay, I'm gonna just have me back here for a second. We're gonna do another task, guys. So I've changed the delay. And tell me if this makes it worse or better. Actually, let's see if I can go advanced. Okay, let me know if that is helping. Check, 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 check. Bump, 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 bump. If that gets worse, then I know that I have to change the delay the other way. But I don't know, guys. Okay, I'm gonna sit right here and chat with you as well as I kind of do this. Yeah, so this is my little Vray setup I have. And it's just an easy way to navigate. I don't know why my view right now is in that camera view. Boom. Something got changed on here. All right, so there we go. So the cool thing is I brought all these materials over here as well, and let's just start playing. And the first thing we need to do is set up Vray. And you come in here in Vray, and we can just start choosing the type of engine you want, light engine. You can also do the bucket renderer. The cool thing is there's not tons of like little menus that you have to worry about, which is, I think, kind of nice. It's very straightforward. And let's see, I want to find where we change the settings of our interactive common. Just what's doing the GPU accelerated. Vray GPU, there we go. If you go to the engine Vray GPU, and then you just look at your rendering devices. We'll see if this pulls up since, yep. And then you can see I have my 4 cards. Cool. No RTXs yet for me. And there we go. So, okay, when you see me say this, let me know, is that better or worse? Better or worse? Let me know. Technology, right, guys? It's so annoying. Okay, so here we got a classic little cube, and I kind of want to show you guys some fun things in Vray. All right, let's create just a ground plane. Scale her up. And let's create a physical camera. So the nice thing is once you know one 3D application, you kind of get used to all of them, which is really, really cool. And now let's just add a dome light. So you guys know this from Redshift or any other renderer. And you do the texture right here, so we can just navigate to something. And I have a CG sky that we're just gonna grab, and I'm not gonna copy it. Also, I like to use cgskies.com. I think they're great. So now let's just come over here to, this is like the render view window. And you can get it to it right here as well. But I'm just going to hit boom, start rendering, and let's check it out. Oh, my audio's fixed now. That's great. It's fixed. Yes. Thanks, guys. Okay. So let's see if this will render. It's going to, right now, if you look at the bottom, it says compiling kernels for device GeForce. And that is because it just needs to recognize my, when you first start, it just needs to find all my graphics cards. So that does take a little bit of time. So once it's done though, it should go relatively quick. All right, it's finding, so it found my 980. It won't go this slow every time. It's just when you're starting and you're setting it up. So fear not. Just taking a little bit of time. I can hear my graphics cards getting warmed up. I also think it's because I'm probably doing. I know the anticipation is insane right now, right? It's probably also because I'm trying to do like a million things at once. Okay. Not sure why I'm not seeing anything, and I'm like, is it because? Oh, there we go. So there we go. Let's make this window big for you gals and guys. But I'm pretty impressed with it. So, oh wait, there we go. We're looking not through the camera for some reason. Let's go. I don't know why my there we go. Okay. For some reason, there it is. My sky is super dark, my dome light, but you can see it's pretty quick. So I'm going to crank up the intensity of that sky, and the sun, I'm going to turn that way down. But I think this is pretty quick. Once it loads in your graphics cards, I was pretty happy with the way this is looking. Okay. So yeah, it's pretty fast. This is obviously with not very many things on. So let's add a Vray material. And I think we just have to do it right in our display window. Now, I haven't found any node graph editor for the materials. So that was one thing that I was a little like confused about. I was like, where's the node graph editor? So I don't know about that. But let me show you some cool things. So if you go down to the options, they have a nice round corners, and we all love round corners because it just makes having to not subdivide stuff so much easier. And of course, you can change the width of it, and you can do concave and convex. So if I make this cube, another cube, a little bit smaller, what you'll see it'll do between these two objects is it's going to try to smooth out the area in between right there. So that's kind of nice. It's just a quick way if you don't want to subdivide your hard edges on some models. It's a quick way to do it. And another thing is, just like in almost every render engine, you have tags, and they have the geometry tag with object properties. So you can put in object properties, and this is going to more deal with like you want to create like a matte surface, things like that. And let's see. I think we have to refresh the render. And again, I think this is going a little bit slower because I'm trying to live stream 4K. I'm really just hurting my computer right now. So let's see if this puppy, it's trying to kick it on. Come on now. Guys, I swear it's faster when I'm not live streaming. You can trust me. Yeah, I don't know why it's taking so long. It should not be taking this long. wondering if I broke it. Oh, I may have hurt its feelings. Oh boy. And this is why we do more live streams. Yes, I want to stop it. Well, that's what happens when you try to do too many things at once. I mean, I run into the same problems no matter what. No matter what software I'm using, I always run into a problem. Man, I think I'm gonna have to close this down. It's being a little buggy. Yeah, and I can see that most of my GPUs are being used in OBS. So I'm gonna end a couple of tasks. Maybe I'll just do my rendering using the CPU. Yeah, because it looks like, yeah, OBS is taking up a lot of CPU and GPU. I gotta figure a way to render without having that problem. While we're rebooting, there's another thing I want to talk to you guys about, because I was playing with Blender. Blender's pretty sweet, I gotta say. Who here has played with Blender? I was messing with it and I was very impressed. Very impressed with it for being free. Oh yeah, because Vray's beta version, yeah. But Blender is pretty sweet too. So it's another fun thing to play with. I'm gonna see if I can open up my Vray test that I did earlier and see if it will freak out on us. Maybe this will work out better for us. Gonna go back to my Vray layout. Okay, that went faster. Okay, now we're gonna say a quick prayer and see if this thing renders. I'm tempted to switch it to the CPU, but that may crash everything. What do you guys think? You know what? We're gonna go for it. If it does this again, I don't know what we're gonna do. Okay, it's compiling geometry. Check. Check mark. Oh, there we go. See, this one worked fine. I don't know what the heck was happening to the other one. Great. Okay, this one is working. So you can see I did this little teeny scene, and it renders pretty quick. I mean, it's super noisy, but it'll look nicer and nicer over time, and it cleans up very well. But cool thing is right here on the right, just kind of like your Redshift options, is you have this nice, I added like a filmic tone map you can add in there, and they have lens effects. They have some really cool lens effects, and you can add aperture, like lens scratches and all this cool stuff. A denoiser, you have to turn this on in the renderer. And there's RGB properties, there's light mix. I'm scared to click on that, and there's composite. So if you have different layers and stuff. So it says, please add a light mix RE and re-render. So I am still learning what that is, and the composite mode, which is, I think, all your different AOVs. But yeah, I've been super impressed with just how quick it is when I'm not live streaming, of course. And of course, they have aces, so it's super easy to integrate. I think what Vray did is they took a lot of pointers from Redshift, and they're like, ooh, we're going to do that. But I was going to show you guys, yeah, so you can have these geometry tags on here. And so normally, okay, we'd come in here with like a material, and we'd have a material editor, but I don't think they have one yet. I've looked everywhere, so does anyone know if they have a node graph editor for materials? Because I have not found one. And they need to add one. I know they have it for 3ds Max, but they don't for Cinema yet. So I had to plug these textures in manually, which was kind of a bummer. Also because Quixel hasn't updated their plugin. But there's some cool things here. I think that's very simple, which is nice. It's not. I feel like they didn't overcomplicate stuff. if you're looking for like subsurface scattering, coarseness, refraction. Anyway, it's pretty sweet. So maybe we'll make another object and do some things like that. But I was going to show you guys, if you want to do displacement, you need to come over and add, like I was showing you, this, go to the tags, go to Vray, and add the geometry tag. And within the geometry tag, they have the different tabs, and the displacement is here, which is interesting. It's part of a tag, so you have to just put it in here, and it's, I think, relatively fast. So let's maybe come in here and add a random displacement on this sphere. So I'm just going to do, we could just do like a noise or something. And I can see if we can zoom in. So you can see that it's already doing it pretty quick. Maybe I'll turn off some of my other objects so you can see it a little bit faster. So yeah, it's pretty easy to use too. It's just like, what do you want to do? And then there's subdivisions, so that's also what you could enable this subdivisions on. So yeah, that's something pretty sweet. Where was it? Enable water level. I guess this is like, I don't know what that has to do with. Normals, and of course you can do the shift. But let me come in here with this noise pattern, and we'll change it to like 20 or 1. All right, we gotta see what our materials set to UV mapping. I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna refresh. See, now, there we go. See, I had to refresh it. But that's because I changed that. So you can see the displacement works pretty quick. And I think it does a great job. I don't know what happened here, but somehow we made a hole. Maybe if I did cache normals, continuity, I don't know. We're gonna stop. I'm gonna turn those ones off and see what that does. Yeah. So yeah, I've been liking the displacement stuff. I think it works pretty quick. The other thing, it's probably why it looks so noisy, is I had the Vray fog on. So they have some cool fog options. Let me turn back on my other planes in here. It's going to take a little bit longer. And right now there's no fog. Let's go back in. So you can either do bucket rendering, or you can do this like kind of rendering where it cleans up the noise over time. But the environment fog's super easy. You literally just come over here, you add an environment fog, you turn it on, and then of course you got to mess with the fog distance and the emission and all this stuff. So if I added this 0.005, or let's actually go like 0.01, and the distance is like how close it is to the camera. So you see, if I turn this up to like, where was it? I gotta stop and redo this. Again, this is beta, so it's super new, all this stuff. Okay, so it is on. I'm gonna do 0.1 density. Okay, something's, of course this happens when we're, oh, there we go. My problem was the height. So you gotta make sure that you're setting your height. So that's, there we go. Now if I put the fog distance to like 20, there we go. We're getting that fog in there. And it's pretty dense right now. I'm gonna turn off this displacement. So it's super dense right here, but it's closer to the camera. So environment fog's, I think, pretty easy to use. You just gotta play with it. Let's add, maybe we can add just like a rectangular light. So yeah, this is super noisy, and that's why it's sometimes nice to use the denoiser. And let's see how we can get, maybe we'll turn off the sun and let's leave just one light on. And if I turn the intensity up, let's see if we can get more. Oh yeah, and I like this directional button. This is pretty sweet. If you watch, you can turn it more into a spotlight. The area light kind of becomes a spotlight, which is super cool. And maybe our distance on our environment fog is either not. Let's see if we do 1. Nope, that's 2. This is the one thing I was trying to figure out, is how to make sure it's contributing to all my lights. See, and as I go up in that, oh, there we go. Okay, let's go 50. The distance and the density. Let's see. So I'm wondering why, again, this is just kind of, we're just playing today, but why it's not picking up that light as much as we want it to. Like, it should be creating this total beam of light in there, but it's not. So again, you'll have to come in here and play. I would love to see what everyone else kind of creates, but let's look at the environment fog again. See, it's just not even picking up that light, and I'm wondering if that's just it's a beta and that's why it's not doing it. It's not really picking up anything against that. With other Redshift, there's like a contribute, but I'm not seeing that. All right, we're gonna turn that fog off. Actually, let's stop and re-render and see if that fixes it. Let's just see. Maybe it will suddenly pick it up. Nope. So yeah, that's kind of weird. I don't know why it's not working. I'm gonna turn off my environment fog, restart, see if it's looking any better. That's strange. So yeah, see, there's some things that I'm still working out, but what I should do is create a project and then see how it's looking. See, this looks really nice when it's without the fog. And once you let this clean up, I think it looks really nice. Maybe we'll do like a final render. Let's just see what a final render would look like. A bucket render. Let's see here. Yeah, so the environment fog, obviously, it seems like there's some stuff that doesn't pick up some lights. And this would be your bucket render. But I think you guys should go download it and give it a shot. Start playing with it. It's the old way. I felt like it was really hard to install and stuff, but now it's pretty dang easy to install. And again, I am live stream, so this is probably why it's going really slow. The other cool thing is all of these like materials right there. So you have like these built-in little materials, and they're pretty sweet. Surface material, blend materials. You guys know about blend materials, blending between two. Bump material, car paint, bunch of other things. They have some hair, light material. Maybe we should add that onto one of our lights. Maybe that's how you do it. Maybe you have to add a light material onto there. Yeah, okay. So it's starting to clean up. So once I zoom in, you can see it. It comes out really clean and nice once you let it settle. It does take a little bit longer, but I've been pretty impressed with the results. I also think I turned my settings up a little bit more. Yeah, I have my max subdivisions to 100, so it takes a little bit longer. I just wanted to play and see how this would look. So yeah, this is taking a little bit of time, and I have 4 GPUs, so, and 2 CPUs, I believe. Yeah. So you can see the results are really nice once it's done. It just kind of takes some time. I'm curious about this, like how they wrote their render, because I've just heard a lot of people, I mean, people love it for architectural stuff. And I think it's just because it's so clean. Does a good job. There's other things I wanted to show you guys. Oh yeah, and if you get you can install, I think it comes with a bunch of free presets, which is awesome, like material presets. So you can download them, and then I think you search for them. There's like a material, where is it? Vray. Maybe they don't have it yet. I did see for the other version they have it, the Vray proxy. Let's see, lights. Yeah, it looks like maybe for Cinema 4D they don't have this yet, but I saw for 3ds Max, it comes with a bunch of free materials that you can just drag in super quickly. So yeah, I think this comes out really clean, really nice, which is one reason I want to start playing with it and rendering out some stuff. But that looks cool. This does take a little bit of time. Let's see, we're at, say, 3 minutes. Estimated is 5 minutes. It's probably because I turned my settings up, and again, we're live streaming. So I'm just gonna let this keep rendering, just keep chatting with you guys. So yeah, here's where the render elements is. I'm wondering, yeah, so this is like our AOVs. So this is probably where you just like would drag stuff over, atmosphere effects. Maybe another time when I have something that's a little more set up, I'll show you guys. But oh yeah, there's the light mix. That was what I wanted to play with. So yeah, the light mix and some other things. But yeah, so that's how you set up your AOVs. Pretty, looks like it's super easy. Instant lights, boom. Yeah, it's super easy to use. And then you can go in and manual, and then on your render, once you go over into the source, you do light mix, and it'll have those every light in, and then you can just turn them on and off right there, and it changes it right in your render, which is super cool. Shannon, I don't know if it's bias rendered. I don't know. I should look that up. We should see. Where would we go? That's the question. I wish there's just like a, let's see. Yeah, it says CPU, GPU, fast rendering, DDDDD. Yeah, it has all these other tools. So I think they simplified it for cinema, because I'm pretty sure if you go to 3ds Max, it has like a bunch of other stuff. Let's see. Key features, let's see. Vray collection, Vray for Max. Okay, so yeah, CPU, GPU, denoising. So let's see about understanding resumable rendering. Interesting. Bucket, progressive. See, I'm gonna have to understand it a little bit more. Let's choose to stop rendering. Oh yeah, I did see this feature. Let me show you this. It's pretty cool. I saw this feature, right? Where was it? It was like, how many minutes do you want to wait? Oh, where is that? Maybe that was in Houdini. But there was an option that said minutes. Like, what is your basically your patience, and it'll get you as close as you can, which is interesting. Vfb Output. I'm guessing that's a Vray output. There's my denoiser. I could turn that pupper on, but I didn't. Yeah, so look how clean this looks though when it's done. I mean, I think it's pretty good. It looks nice. It does a good job. I think there's something with the way it processes photons or something, but use distributed rendering. I don't know what that is. Do you guys know what that is? Because I don't know what that is. Guys, I have to actually get going pretty soon, unfortunately. This is just a short me playing in Vray C40. I'll probably do another one when I have an actual project that is looking nice. And I'm going to do a little bit more studying. I just, again, wanted to come and say hi. Yeah, I'm not seeing. Where is it? Track memory. Overrides. So you got your overrides. Camera exposure. This is where you can do all your depth of field and fun stuff. Lights. Great. Geometry. Materials. So I think this is where you'd do your samples. Override samples, I think. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Oh, override. There we go. Override reflections and all that fun stuff. So yeah, that's I think it looks pretty good. And it did take a long time, unfortunately. That took 8 minutes. My goodness. I'm wondering if I turn down. Let's see if we just. I'm curious if I turn the subdivisions down to 20. Let's just see. Let's do one more test, and then I gotta get going. I'll use the default. We'll leave this all at default. Okay, so that last one took 8 minutes, and I had the settings up to 100. I want to see down to 20 with a denoiser and see what kind of result we can get. All right, curious how long that's gonna take. I can hear my graphics card starting to kick in. All right, so it's already starting to go. It's looking, yeah, there's definitely some fireflies going on. I think it's from the reflection from the sphere. So that's when you got to be careful. But sometimes it's better to start on a lower end on your overall, and then increase your, like go in your overrides and increase like your material samples or your reflections and stuff before you increase the max. Just a better way to do it. All right, so this is going pretty dang quick. I brought that down to 20. I'm wondering if the denoiser kicks in after. So we'll see. And if it does, maybe this is going to be a nice solution to get rid of those fireflies. And after this, I think it probably got to get going. Just wanted to reset this stuff up. It's super short. But I think you guys should all go try out the new Vray. And message me. I'm curious what you guys think of it testing. I've seen people loving it. So, all right, let's see if this denoiser kicks in after. Okay, it's doing. Oh boy, that made it all painterly. I think we'd have to turn it on mild. Oh, let's see if I can do this. Okay, that's all. Okay, I didn't do anything. Self-luminate. Look at this. Okay, this is what I want to show you. I'm so glad I waited. Guys, look how freaking rad that is. This is not changing it in the render, like, or in the 3D. Oh my gosh, I can't. In the geometry. This is turning the light on and off. I am doing that with the image, and it looks so good. This was something I did see that I was really impressed. Now the dome light's off. Like, holy crap. That is. I haven't actually played with this. Is the first time I've actually turned this on and off and seen it. Oh, and the nice thing is, like, look at this. This is such a great way to check your like samples, because when I turn on the rectangle light, we see all these fireflies, and so we know that's such a great way to pinpoint like where your like render's going off, like noise is going off, because then I just can come over here and be like, oh, that light. So then you'd have to come into the rectangle light And let's see. You'd have to turn on your... There's got to be like samples, intensity, directional. Where are my samples for my light? Guys, this is so cool. Oh my gosh. Dang, that is freaking rad. Holy, lights off, lights on. Like, dang. Oh wait. There's a slider here too. And then Denoiser will kick in after. So there's the Denoiser with just that. So I can like have I can turn down the dome light, slowly turn it up. What? Okay, that is so cool. Oh my gosh. Can I go above? Oh my, what the heck? This is kind of like voodoo. That's way rad. Holy, so you just need to set up lights. I saw someone doing this, but I haven't played with this yet. That is amazing. Sorry, I'm geeking out. You could set up your lights, and then you go back and you can just start turning them on and off. Or you're like, instead of re-rendering your whole scene, you could just dim them. Dang, I'm loving that. And then it looks like you can, oh my gosh, no way. What the crap? Holy crap, that's awesome. Guys, I'm serious. This is the first time I've played with this. Like the light mixer. Oh my gosh. That is so rad. You can change the color. Whoa. Oh man, if I would have just kept the high-res render. Oh my gosh. Sorry, my brain's thinking now. I'm like, this is gonna speed up. Because there's so many times where I like set up lights and then I'm like, like it's too blue, it's too orange, it's too intense, I need to turn that one down. But if I can just do that right here, holy shnikes. What the heck? That is so cool. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys, I'm super geeking out over this. That is such a rad thing to have. To be able to just like change it on the fly, like in here and like see it. Oh my gosh. Oh, guys, you gotta go play with this. It's pretty sweet. So go to your render elements and bring over the light mix. Just bring that over and do a render and to play with it, because that is so sick. Oh man. I freaking wish that they had this in Redshift or something, because that is sweet. The only thing I wanted to see is I want to turn up my samples. Where is it? My settings, samples. Where are my samples for my lights? Adaptive light, number of lights. It says 8. Is that my light samples, or what is? Can I change that number? 20? I don't know what that is. I don't know. Maybe that's just the number of actual lights that are in my scene. I don't have that many lights though. Okay, let's see. Rendering, secondary bias. Don't do this final render. Okay, guys, I gotta go, but now I'm way excited about this. All right, I'm gonna investigate a little bit more as far as light samples. But holy cow! To wrap this up, and you guys should go download this right now. Look at that. Lights on, lights off. That is the render. That is not me re-rendering the scene. That's so cool. And then turn that dome light back up. Oh, maybe you want the dome light at 2. Oh, turn the light back on. That is so rad. Oh my gosh. I don't know how they're freaking doing that. Wow. Wow. The Denoiser did not like that, but okay. All right, I'm gonna have to play with this another day, and I'm gonna post something on my Instagram, so go follow me on Instagram, testing this all out, because I'm gonna create an actual cool scene and do something with this. So cool. Okay guys, I think I gotta go. I got stuff to do. I'm gonna watch a movie with my family. We're gonna eat some popcorn. It's gonna be great. Yeah, Yeah, this is the beta. This is the beta. So head over to Vray or chaosgroup.com, and then if you go to not here, wait, join the beta. So yeah, Vray 5 for Cinema 48 beta. Guys, this is okay. We were a little skeptical at the beginning. It's taking a long time, but I'm going to get into this a little bit deeper, and we're going to do another live stream where I have my footing. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Ugh, I have to go play with that another time. Yes, it is GPU. So they got GPUs now and CPUs. Well, I almost said BPUs. BPUs. And if you want to change it, I showed this before, but Vray, and you come right here to the engine, Vray or Vray GPU. Oh, cool. This is so rad, guys. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, that is so cool. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining. Those of you that did. You guys are awesome, and look forward to another video. I'm going to try to be more regular with my uploads. If you've seen, I have done 2 more videos.